released a new song called Call Me By Your Name, aka Montero, which is actually his first name. And I didn't realize that until I started doing some research on this video, that his latest song is named after himself. I find that a little bit concerning because the song seems to be so focused on Satanism.
The song's called like Call Me By Your Name, which is like themed after the movie Call Me By Your Name. And the running like theme in that is call me by your name and I'll call you by mine. So it's my name. The song is my name, but it's the person's name because I'm calling them by my own name. You get it?
Okay. So, we are back again with Sloan, the serial misunderstander of subtext. He's done it again. So, quick backstory on the person that is the subject of Sloan's video. Lil Nas X is a musician who's most known for his breakout song, Old Town Road, with Billy Ray Cyrus. It was a big deal a while ago, and now he's came out with a new song. There were songs in between this and that song, but whatever. Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and that's what Sloan is talking about in this video. Sloan is doing what he knows the best, which is talk out of his butt about things he doesn't quite understand, because he's not the brightest bulb. So, like, okay, so when it comes to Sloan's content, right? He does best when he's talking about somebody like, I don't remember her name off the top of my head. I'm really bad with names, I'm so sorry. But the girl who recently came out about her experience with Jake Paul. She very clearly laid out what happened and how she felt about it, both at the time and as of recording her video. He can handle that stuff pretty well. There's nothing to decipher. But when it's something that's a little more artistic, that's when he hits the wall. Like, he doesn't understand subtext. He doesn't understand, like, an artist's interpretation or anything like that. Like, everything has to be, like, pretty straightforward with him, and otherwise he doesn't get it. So, that's... I could probably end the video right there. Like, he doesn't get it. He's not that great at that. So, but we gonna keep going anyway. um so I was planning to do this video like a while ago, and I thought like, oh, I should scrap it, and then I realized it wasn't actually that long ago. Like, I don't know what my perception of time is lately. So anyway, let's get back into his video.
Nike is actually suing Mischief Production Studio. Mischief is actually the company that worked with Lil Nas X to get those Nike shoes and to alter them in a way to make them satanic. And then now they are selling them. So Nike is not happy about that. They feel like it is infringing on their trademarks, and it's probably just making the company look bad. So many people, including myself, thought that Nike was actually releasing these shoes at first. And I was like, whoa, Nike, like, I had no idea. So I can kind of get where they're coming from, because it was not clear that this was not being sold through Nike.
So I don't think Nike is upset because of their brand association with satanic imagery. I mean, they accidentally created outrage marketing, at least in the form that we know it today. The people who are getting upset right now they've seen that upsetting them actually increases their profit over time. So it's not necessarily that. It's just they're just protecting their IP, man. Mischief did not disclose that this was an unofficial brand deal with Nike, and Nike wants to protect their little swishy swish from anybody trying to infringe on their copyright. That's basically all that is.
He's actually sorry, and I think that this whole situation is a way for him to troll and honestly get more clout and more money off the situation. But at the end of the day, at what cost? Because a lot of people do not like the fact that he's doing this, and a lot of people are upset just like as Christians and such.
He's allowed to troll if he wants to. If he wants to mess with people, he can. But I don't. And this is so like weird to me that Sloan is just so unbelievably dense. I can't fathom how dense somebody can be. Because, like, okay, maybe it's because technically I'm an artist, technically. God, that was the worst burn I've ever dealt out, and it was to myself. So, like, I understand kind of like, because I have looked into stuff like this, how to tell a compelling narrative, how people do it, what are symbolisms and stuff like that, or how people interpret certain works of art and whatnot. Like, I understand that because I am interested in the artistic field. So it's like the point of Lil Nas' music video and song is like clear as day to me. So it is just mind-boggling that somebody can be this dense. Like and he did up top, like in that, like when he was explaining like how he doesn't understand like this the name of the song, he said he did research, which I don't fucking believe. Well, I mean, clearly he had to figure out his name was Montero, because I didn't actually know his name was Montero until somebody told me that, and then that made the "Call Me by Your Name" thing make more sense. uh But it's like, if he did, he would have found Call Me by Your Name, the movie. He probably found it and didn't, like, actually look into it at all, because it's, like Little Nas explained, it's a queer movie. The fact that he's completely missing the point. It's just, so, the whole song is about being, well, Little Nas is gay, so the whole song is about being gay. Clearly. Everybody watching this who is a fan of Sloan, literally watch anybody else's video on this song and you will understand the point. Up until, like, actually in pretty recently, being gay was super stigmatized. Like, it wasn't a thing to do. And which is really weird that he doesn't quite understand that, considering, like, didn't he work at Chick-fil-A? And didn't he talk about his, like, his bosses being overly homophobic to him? And he's like, oh, I'm not saying that I'm gay. So he knows that people aren't okay with people being gay. Like, that is a thing that people have to deal with. And considering Chick-fil-A, that I just mentioned, was a pretty religious kind of corporation, the correlation, like, okay, people have been telling gay people they're going to hell for years. That's the bit. That's the whole bit with him going down to hell. Okay, anyway. He talks about Boo Boo Bennett. Fortunately, he doesn't defend Boo Boo Bennett, which is a very low bar to clear, but whatever, we're gonna skip right past her. Who freaking actually cares about her? He says this.
At all. Also, as a Christian, I must agree that, like, I'm not into the whole satanic stuff. I mean, I tried to buy the Satanic Bible before, and it was literally stolen out of my room by angels who were trying to protect me. So
Okay, first of all, Satanism actually doesn't involve the dude, which is a little bit false advertising. I'm gonna start a clip from Mac Does It. You probably already seen this video because he's a huge YouTuber, but I'm gonna start where he makes a pretty good point about this, and I think it applies in this situation pretty well.
I know some of y'all don't want to read up on Satanism and what it is because y'all feel like if you even touch anything about it, Sky Daddy's gonna come down and strike a lightning bolt up your asshole or something. I don't know. But being ignorant makes you look stupid.
That's basically Sloan in a nutshell. I can't help but get frustrated because it's so unbelievably obvious. Like, this, he referenced Billie Eilish, but the whole using satanic imagery in, like, music, it is not at all a new concept. I don't even know the name of the band because I'm not really into the oldies, but but my parents know that Highway to Hell song, that was years ago, before Lil Nas X, I think, was even born, because I actually don't know how old he is, but whatever. Or how old that song is. I don't know dates or names. How do I even get by? This is not a new concept. It's something that a lot of people who are usually ostracized from society will use in a Christian run society, basically, which is kind of America. It is America. We'll use kind of like Satanists symbolism, and because these people are telling them they're going to go to hell, so they're like, they embraced it. Gotta like when the weeaboos started calling themselves weeaboos. That's all
Here
this
you
is.
guys can see it looks like he's being almost like possessed by this snake, and I feel like him getting a kiss from it just was like the awakening of evil. Like he just took a bite of that apple. So then they go to
And then there's this. Oh my god. So everybody in this video is played by Little Nas. I don't know why possessed is the word he used or why he thinks that, but it's pretty clear that Little Nas X, he did a gay. uh he was put on trial and then stoned for it, and instead of going to heaven, he went to hell. That's all that happened. Like, I don't know how like obvious he could have, like, he literally makes out with a snake and then it looks like they go into something a little more, something that's not quite good, not, you can't really post on YouTube sort of thing. Like, I don't know how clear he could have made it without actually getting like extremely explicit. But we are working with somebody is denser than a black hole apparently, who I guess when you put like satanic, like even kind of satanic imagery in front of him, or something that can be interpreted as satanic imagery, if you put that kind of imagery in front of him, he can't see past it. Like he's just, because he talks about this woman who made a music video that has similar concept to Lil Nas X with the stripper pole bit. So I really know nothing about it, and it seems kind of up in the air. So I don't know.
back in the day, I used to do a lot of like conspiracy videos and things like that. So if you want more of them in the future,
Oh, so now you do conspiracies. I'm actually mad. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it. I actually don't know if he's seen any, like, the video that I made about him. If that was like, if he's just quietly gonna correct himself on that or what, but so I hope everybody enjoyed the the art that was in the background. I feel like it took me a while to make this. I think I said it earlier because my art has been kind of suffering lately. Uh, this piece of Corolla Lucifer. Oh yeah, and I forget to mention the character I'm drawing, Corolla Lucifer. Yeah, so Hunter x Hunter also has satanic imagery in it too. Who would have thought? So is Tokeshi is Satanist? Jury's still out on that one. Oh god, nobody tells Sloan about a hotel has-been or one hell of a boss, because he's gonna faint. Enough making fun of Sloan. This is the end of the video. So basically, Sloan won't understand subtext. Anything that's artistic, don't trust him. Just don't trust him. If people aren't spelling it out and he's just relating what they spelled out, just kind of take it with a giant, like a garbage can of salt. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.